Hey everybody, it's Joe the 3D printing professor, and the votes are in. They've all been tallied, and I am this close to picking the topic of the next 3D printing professor fundraising model-a-thon. And if you didn't hear about the vote before this, don't worry, I will explain everything in just a second. But not to bury the lead, there is still an effectual vote that needs to be made. I would like to hear your voice on what you would like to see my next 3D printing model-a-thon big project be. And your choices are between a modular board game or really fancy, cool chess sets. So find the poll either in the description or in the cards and let me know whether you would like chess or quest. So what am I talking about here? Well, every year for the past 7 years, I have run a 3D printing model-a-thon / fundraiser to help raise funds for this channel. It started 7 years ago with low poly dinos, and since then I've done chibi malls, I've done a lot of print-a-blocks, and all of these have been wonderfully successful. Because of them, I have been able to upgrade my recording space, upgrade my recording equipment, upgrade my audio equipment, and I haven't had to get a real job, which has been great. And in the past, whenever I am trying to decide what project I'm going to do next, I just kind of pick whatever interests me at the time and hope that you guys go along with it, which you have, and it's been wonderful. But this time I wanted to do something different. My initial idea was that I would actually functionally launch 3 Kickstarters. On the back end, they'd be bare bones, but if people could tell me which one they were interested in, then I would use those numbers to determine which one I would do next. And hopefully one of them would be a viral success that would go crazy on Kickstarter just from the landing page, even though that just doesn't happen nowadays. But it turned out that wouldn't work very well with Kickstarter's existing system. Add to that the fact that once I started brainstorming, hey, what are the 3 ideas that I can come up with? I came up with 7. Easily, I could have kept going. These included expounding on the balloon animals project that I made a couple of videos back, and going back to low poly dinos, and a couple of other ideas that, like I said, I would have been interested in, and would anybody else? So I put these ideas in text format, just descriptions of them, and sent them out to my previous backers, as well as people on my mailing list, and asked them which of these 7 would be the top ones that they would choose. And honestly, I was surprised by the result, which I guess was kind of the point. The number 1 idea was a modular board game. Now, I presented 2 ideas on this modular board game, a serious, standard D&D style campaign, and a cute version, a chibi version, which I definitely want to do at some point, but the polls were very clear. Serious version was number 1, and the chibi version was number 3. What was number 2? Well, chess sets. Now, some of you may know that I got my start in 3D printing by winning a chess design contest. My chess set, Voltron together into a robot, which was cool enough to win this contest. But since then, I have developed an affinity for chess sets. Not necessarily for the game, but I do love the artistry of chess. And in fact, there have been a couple of chess sets that I've designed that I haven't released. I held on to for some reason or another. And, I'm pulling these out and dusting them off and presenting them as possibilities for this Kickstarter. Now, of course, whichever one is chosen, it will be another one of these interactive Kickstarters where your voice has a say in what direction the project goes. With the chess sets, obviously, you're going to be choosing what kind of chess set we do, what theme we do, what do you want to see in a chess set. But with the board game, you might decide what's going to be our stretch goal. Do we want to make new tiles and things like that for it that simulate swamps or forests or other things? Or what monsters are we going to add to it? Or what are we going to name the heroes? There's lots of things that is going to make this campaign a fun and interactive experience, just the way my past Kickstarters have been. But one thing about that modular board game is that it's more print-a-block. I was trying to get away from print-a-block as a suggestion in here because, well, my past couple of Kickstarters have all been print-a-block and they've been getting diminishing returns, which told me that people just weren't into doing print-a-block. I thought the battle mechas were super cool. They were going to do super well. They did okay, but I thought, okay, obviously people don't want print-a-block, but people apparently do want a modular board game, so I hope you don't mind, but they're going to be print-a-block again. And like I said, the modular board game came in first place and third place. And I don't want to pit board game against board game. So I'm just going to throw out the chibi board game, and we're just going to pit a serious modular board game against fancy chess sets. So those are the two options that we're looking at, and I would like to hear your voice on which one you would like to see become my next big project that I'm going to spend a month modeling with your guys' help while I raise funds for the channel. And I hope that you guys will support me on that. But that's it for this video. I want to thank you very much for watching to this point, and I want to remind you that you are a child of God, so you're special to me. So take care of yourself, and if you can, find someone else to take care of, because we all need each other. And fill out the poll. I'll see you next time.